Hello everyone, welcome to your weekly tech update, the show that explores the newest, coolest, and most mind-boggling side of tech available on the interwebs. I am your tech guru, Ray McNeil. Coming up on the program today, after a year of searching, I finally got a PS5. I'm going to go over the console, we'll talk about its severely limited storage, yet amazing graphics, and I'll show off some must-play games including Spider-Man Miles Morales and Astro's Playroom. We'll also wrap up the program with this week's Moment of Joy. All that and a whole lot more coming up on today's edition of your weekly tech update. Next. If you're looking for a PlayStation 5, I wish you luck. We're living in very crazy times, and with a lot of the world stuck at home, tech products in particular are in very high demand, and production is way down. Add to that the fact that scalpers now have the ability to deploy bots to buy up all the stock of what's hot and leave nothing for the rest of us. Well, it's very tough getting your hands on a PlayStation 5 or computer graphics cards right now. All I can say is that I was very, very lucky, and it's only thanks to Sony that I was able to secure a PS5 for myself. Over 6 months ago, I signed up on a waiting list on Sony's website that is no longer valid. And eventually, over 4 months later, I received an email saying I was able to buy one PS5 between a 2-hour time period on a single day. That turned out to be about 4 a.m. my time. I could only click on the link one time, and if I clicked on it early, the deal was off. I managed to follow all the rules and order my PS5. There was another catch though. They only shipped to the US through this special link. So I had to get it shipped to a friend who in turn shipped it to me. It was a bit of a hassle, but I finally got my hands on one. Sony did give me free shipping in the US though, and half off a Midnight Black controller, because you have to have 2 controllers. And then, of course, I also picked up Spider-Man Miles Morales. We'll talk about that one later. Right now, I want to chat about the hardware itself and the fact that this thing is huge. We've heard about its size for over a year now, but it's a little different when you finally get your hands on one, and it literally fits nowhere that any of your other game consoles fit. I'm talking about these cubes that we have all over our house that literally work well for entertainment centers and display cabinets and everything else. Nope. PS5 doesn't fit in any of them. You have to have it on top of something, on top of a tabletop, on top of a desk. So on my desk, the only place I could find room for it was sitting right next to my very large desktop computer. It also sticks out like a sore thumb because it's white and everything else on the desk is black. But there are companies out there that can help with that, like Dbrand, that has a few options to help your PS5 blend better in with its surroundings. I would also recommend getting the wrap for that center shiny piece as well, because as everyone has said, it's a dust magnet, and as soon as you touch it, it scratches. Really, I was aware of the issue, and I just used the tip of one finger and wiped the tiniest bit of dust away, and it scratched the front of it. It's ridiculous. Beyond that, the console is awesome, in my personal opinion. I love the crazy futuristic design, and the overall engineering is fantastic with a single fan design and a massive heatsink to keep the console cool as it powers through games at 120 frames a second at 4K resolutions. Both panels can be easily removed for cleaning and to access the additional storage slot, which you are gonna need. That's where my first issue lies, but really, in my opinion, it's a small one. But the PS4 gave us a 1 terabyte hard drive, while the PS5 gives us an 825 gig hard drive. and you can really only use 667 gigs because of the operating system that's installed on that drive as well. That is where the additional storage slot is going to come into play. They have only released the upgrade option to beta testers so far, but we will get to upgrade and put in up to another 4 terabytes of space in our PS5s at some point in the future. It really could be a year or any day. The problem with that, though, a 2 terabyte SSD is pretty much the same price as the console. A 4 terabyte is around $950 US, let alone here in Australia, where it's going to top around $1,200 or $1,300 just to have enough storage on your new console to play the games you want. My PS5 storage was filled up on day one with 7 games. Just 7 games. Now, they are all very large games that topped out at about 120 gigs, but that's still ridiculous considering it takes me on my super slow internet well over 12 hours just to download a single game. Thank God they allow you to transfer games from the PS4, otherwise it would have taken me, about 4 days to download all my games. So your options are to spend twice as much as you spent on the console itself, or to delete and re-download games as you play them. There is also a third option. It's not the best either, but it does help. You can plug in a USB hard drive and use it to store and run all your PS4 games, but it will only store your PS5 games. In order to actually run the game, it has to be on the main hard drive, which means moving games to and from the external hard drive when you want to play them. Again, what a pain. The only real option is to wait until they unlock the additional storage slot and pay the money to upgrade, because really, when you think about it, it's a great deal on a piece of hardware that is a gaming powerhouse, and I see what Sony was doing. They were trying to give us the best gaming experience for the best possible price, and all of this stuff is really expensive now, and I really think they did a good job. Considering a computer that can run these games can run you $2,000 to $3,000 these days, and that's only a mid-tier gaming machine, getting something for $500 that can do the same job is incredible. And we just have to understand that tech is expensive these days, but oh man, is it worth it? The graphics on this machine are fantastic, and the ray tracing that gives you real-time reflections and shadows makes this the best-looking console I have ever played. If you're thinking about getting a PS5 and can actually find one, just get it. There is a reason that it's one of the hottest selling pieces of tech right now.